Thank you for holding this hearing. As you know, Mr. Chairman, Alaska is a proud state and has a proud military state. Not only is Alaska home to the largest per capita population of veterans in the country, it is also home to a significant force structure for both the Air Force and the Army. Since I have numerous issues to discuss today, I will keep my remarks brief on each issue. My staff will be happy to follow up and provide additional information on any of these issues. First, I'd like to ask the committee to consider including language for 2 reports on the possibility of co-locating both defense-related and other Federal Government tenants on large military installations in the Asian-Pacific region. These reports, which would be completed by the Department of Defense and Government Accountability Office, would go a long way to finding efficiencies that will help us complete our strategic shift to the Pacific. Second, I would like to ask the committee to broadly consider the amazing training opportunities in Alaska and JBER. Specifically, as the President begins to ask for more funding for training ranges, I'd like to encourage the committee to find ways to apply those resources to ranges of the future, like JBER. Along these lines, I'd also like the committee to consider working with the Army to pre-position mobility and instrumented land warfare equipment at bases like Fort Wainwright for force-on-force training. The U.S. is an Arctic nation. As other countries in which we have conducted combat operations in our history, we must be able to project power into the Arctic environment, and extreme Arctic training is needed to do that. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to suggest respectfully, as Billy Mitchell said, he who controls Alaska controls the military of the world. Third, I'd like to request the committee include language for the report to analyze the capacity of the northern and southern Pacific air bridges. This report would ask the Secretary of the Air Force to provide information on the benefits of adding additional manpower and/or aircraft to these air bridges. These bridges are the logistic keys to power projection and rapid response capabilities of the Pacific. Finally, I'd like to draw my committee's attention to 4 remaining issues. One, given the ongoing drawdown of the C-23, I ask the committee to work on a specific solution for Alaska's Sherpa fleet. These aircraft can land on many of Alaska's short rural runways, and the capability cannot be filled with any other aircraft. 2, when working with the Air Force on ACON-US basin review of the F-35A, please consider Alaska's unique and highly strategic location. I've included a chart in my testimony that demonstrates a unique position in the world. 3, as the committee works with the Army on bases in the Gray Eagle, consider Interior Alaska. Interior Alaska has a huge amount of airspace that could be ideal for the Gray Eagle. 4, I'd like to invite all members of the committee to Alaska. We have a lot of amazing force structure and are quite proud of it. Specifically, though, one area I'd like to encourage you to visit is the IED training lane at JBER. This lane is a model of IDA training on which the rest of the Department of Defense does its training. Again, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Chairman, the ranking member, and the committee members who listen to my testimony. Again, come to Alaska, see what we can do militarily, and see how we can accomplish the mission for the rest of the military in this nation defending our shores.
Thank the gentleman.